Hey guys, Jason here with Andrew, back for the second episode of our TCG Unreleased mini-series, the series where we look at cards that never made their way over to the global release of the Duel Masters game, despite being released within the first 12 sets. So in the last episode, we had some pretty cool cards, some fan favorites like Galbarius and Dark Hydra. Today, we are going to cover a few more, I guess the cards are more obscure, I want to say. But Andrew, I guess you can tell me if they truly are obscure or if I am just being unreasonably harsh.
Are they in DMP?
I'm not sure. You tell me, but I don't remember a lot of these from DMP. So the set that we're looking at today is DMC 20 Shobu's Holy Dragon Power-Up Pack. So this is a booster set featuring 6 new cards to complement DMC 18 Shobu's Holy Dragon deck. And This was released on February 18, 2005, which was between the release dates of DM12 and DM13. Now this set was also released alongside DMC 21, which we'll cover in another video. So, jumping in, the shiny card of the set is Ballred Fire Dragon, 7 mana, 7,000 double breaker, yes, and whenever this creature attacks, you may discard a dragon from your hand. If you do, you can destroy one of your opponent's creatures that has the same as or less power than the discarded card.
Oh. No, well, I guess my first reaction is like, that effect is actually not that bad.
Yeah. All right, I'm glad I've got your attention.
Unfortunately, it does cost 7. Like
and you have
dragons, I guess.
And you have to wait a turn.
Yeah, I have to wait a turn. But then if you gave him speed attack, I think that would be too broken. So I guess he's like alright, but
maybe
leaning towards not good, but
maybe the happy middle ground would have been make it a come into play effect.
Ah, yes.
So use it once,
that would be actually instantly quite interesting, yeah. Because also you have to remember, like, even though like my initial reaction to his effect was like, oh, it's not that bad, but also you have to remember that card gets discarded, so it's not like a +1.
Yeah. This dude I think is just a little too slow. I think if it was come into play, it would have been good, but
yeah,
unfortunately, not very good.
Oh, you don't get the effect immediately.
Yeah. So in the next few cards that we're going to look at, you'll actually notice something very interesting. And I'm going to wait for your reaction, so I'm not going to tell you straight away.
Okay.
So the next card we're going to cover is Terra Dragon Zberg. When you put this creature into the battle zone, choose up to 2 cards in your opponent's mana zone and put them into their graveyard.
What?
That sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it?
It's the same power and mana cost. Oh my gosh.
Yes.
Did they not learn their lesson? Well, I guess, like, how good was Fortress Shell?
So Fortress Shell did not see play in the meta, but I think the way the Japanese meta developed and the TCG global meta developed, they were quite different. Because with the TCG, we had one unlimited deck size, and we also had a decade plus to find ways to break the game, right?
Yeah.
Whereas in Japan, you just play what seemed strongest at the time, and then a couple months later, a new set comes out, you move on.
Yeah, that's true.
So, now, you might be interested to know that Terra Dragon Zberg did see some play. When I go through some old deck lists, I would see this dude in some mana burn strategies, not like Fortress Shell mana burn, but they used cards like Reap and Sow and Bejeweled Soul, which was a mana burn cross gear. I think if we had gotten him into TCG, you would actually see him splashed in some decks. Like, I can see this, I don't know, like, I feel like I can imagine an environment where this dude is a one of in like 4-color control, like let's say no light, 4-color control.
Oh, really?
And then you just...
Even though Fortress Shell is in the TCG? You think people would splash him even though, like, they don't splash him in Fortress Shell?
I think Fortress Shell can serve that same purpose. It's a fairly unexplored idea. But
okay.
I think with this dude, because he's a dragon, then you can at least benefit from Dimension Splitter. So let's say you're playing like a Bombazar deck, or you have some Jagalzor cheese.
Yeah.
You have that overlapping synergy, or like Bolmedius.
Yeah.
So, you know, maybe he could have been a one-of, but yeah, not the card that like everybody thinks of as like game-breaking, right? But I think he would have been like harmless and like to okay. Or maybe like if you put him in the current Fortress Shell, then maybe that would not be okay. They would play like Cocolupia. They play this dude. Maybe
they just play 8 Fortress Shell. Actually, I don't even know if that's gonna be good.
8 is pushing it. Maybe 5 for maximum consistency. Yeah, all right. Yeah, I'm just rambling. Ignore me. I don't know what I'm talking about. So yeah, there's my boy Dimension Splitter. I really like this card, in case you can't tell.
I think he's really cool. He just needs like a little bit of extra, like a boost, like some way to get cards in your discard, and then he'll be really good.
Yeah. Alrighty, so moving on to the next card, we have Alasia Nova Elemental. When you put this creature into the battle zone, you may return a spell from your graveyard to your hand. That sounds awfully familiar, doesn't it?
Is that the theme of these cards? You know what? This card wasn't DMP.
Oh, very good.
And he also did the same.
Oh, very nice.
What Civ was he?
So, in DMP or in...
Oh, sorry, not Civ. Race.
What race? Oh, Alasia is Angel Command.
Oh, Angel Command. Oh, Angel Command.
Yeah, so speaking of Angel Commands, here we go. Here's Alcadius. I think Alasia would... Damien would definitely be happy. I think the release of Alasia would have definitely helped Angel Commands a lot. Especially at around this time, like DM12, DM13, when you have decent Angel Commands on the horizon, you know?
Yeah, that's actually a good Angel Command.
Yeah, it's genuinely good.
Yeah.
So... Man, when I said at the start of the video, these cards were like, I wasn't that excited about these cards. I must have been thinking of something else, because we have just covered 2 outstanding cards. You know, Fortress Shell and Foul Iga.
Yeah.
I do think it is for the best that we did not get Alasia in the TCG, just because Foul exists. I don't think you need to be able to play more Fouls.
The Alcadius support.
Yeah, that's true. I don't know, man. I don't know.
Maybe if we got Alasia instead of Foul.
Yeah, that would have been fine, I think.
But I don't know. But maybe Alcadius would be too good. I don't know.
Yeah.
I have no idea.
And Foul was also set too, so it came out very early. Very early.
Yeah.
All right, so next card, we have Magma Dragon Gardos. This creature cannot attack players. It has speed attacker. At the end of the turn, return this creature to your hand. Who does that remind you of?
Of our certain friend, Ballist Badge.
Yeah, so this is the Volcano Dragon version of Cutthroat Sky Terror. And so the cat's out of the bag, you know, this is kind of the theme of this set. It's just effects that we already have in the TCG, but on creatures with different races. And we're going to see much of the same in the Zekira set, which we'll cover in the next video.
But they still got the other versions, right? Like, they didn't miss out on Cutthroat or Foul or...
Yes, correct. So
before we continue, I just want to mention this artwork is, like, I don't know what's happening here. Like, where is his body?
Well, I think his whole body is this serpentine thingy, and then this is his head. He kind of looks like Dragapult from Pokemon. Now that I think about it,
I can't understand this. This is too abstract.
It's out of control.
Yeah, it's out of control.
But anyway,
maybe that's why we didn't get it. It's like, you guys will not understand.
So what do you think of Magma Dragon Gardos?
All I can think of is some 1 mana with Cocolupia. Wait, no, can't cost 2 or less.
Cannot cost 2 or less, that's right.
Oh no. No, I don't know how to evaluate these cards. I feel like, yeah, it's probably not too much different from Cutthroat. And Cutthroat isn't really played at all, apart from Ballast Badge.
But what if you play Gardos with Uber Dragon Bejeweled?
Oh, right. Yeah,
So
I didn't think about that.
And then you play it as a Ballast Barge style.
Like Ballast Barge, yeah.
You just hit 10 and then go nuts.
That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, certainly will make it more interesting. You can play Uber Dragon Bejeweled speed attacker for 1 mana cheaper.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, two mana. Oh, yeah, 1 mana cheaper.
Oh,
if you
well,
evolve off Malgars. Yeah,
Malgars. And I think, like, Gardos, I guess that's how you pronounce his name.
Yeah.
Is better than Malgars, I think. So.
Yeah, well, he polices the field. Okay, fine.
Yeah,
he revenge kills.
Yeah.
You know? So aggro can't really have a field day with you like with the traditional dragon style decks.
Yeah. So that is interesting.
Interesting.
And you can also play Malgars as well if you want the other one.
Oh man, if you want the Volcano Dragon synergy.
And then play Jagalzo.
Oh,
Dragon synergy.
Yeah, you can just forget about Uber Dragon Bejeweled. Just play Tribal Volcano Dragon.
And some Galberis. Is that Volcano Dragon?
No, he's Armor Dragon.
Oh, what? So he looks like a Volcano Dragon.
I don't know where you got that idea from. But
No, he's red. He's red.
Bejeweled is red.
No, he's more like...
All right. Moving on. We have Kiki Yopi. This creature can attack untapped creatures. 3 mana, 2,000. Who does that remind you of?
Is this Cavalry General? Well, you know how much I love Cavalry General.
Yeah. All right, so I think this card is the breaking the trend of decent retrains.
What? You just need to give it some Magma Gazer, you know? Some burning power.
Some burning power.
You're broken.
Well, the thing about Firebirds is that they are a race that is not supported. They support other races, but they themselves are not supported.
Yeah.
So I don't think there's much merit in being a Firebird.
This is unviable.
This is unviable.
Cavalry General is pretty good.
Yeah, Dragonoid, as we've been talking about recently, is actually a pretty decent race in the TCG. But, all right, we are kicking Kiki Yopi to the curb. Next card we have Getsaw. This creature can attack each turn of... Sorry, this creature attacks each turn of Able. Power attacker 1,000.
Many Titan Get.
Yeah, it's Getsaw, so that's why they have the same effect.
Oh my gosh, yeah, I didn't even realize. Wow.
I think it would have...
Xenoparts are useless.
Well, Andrew, I'm glad you brought that up, because Getsaw actually would have been able to help this fellow over here.
Oh, right. There is that, Yeah.
So I think...
Is Nemonix good?
Well... We haven't made a Nemonex deck, so I want to say no. No, I think it's just a bit too slow. Like each of you, so it boosts the Xenoparts and Giant Insects. Whenever any of your Xenoparts or Giant Insects are attacking your opponent and are not blocked, your opponent chooses a card from their mana zone and puts it in the graveyard.
Mana burn.
So it's mana burn. No comment.
One thing like it would make it more interesting.
Yes.
Like you could try build a deck.
Yeah. And, you know, having 8 copies of Mini Titan Get isn't exactly making decks broken, right? So I think Getsaw would have been pretty cool to receive in the TCG.
But also, like, this attack each turn of Able is kind of tricky. Like, do you want to play that in the Nemonex deck? I don't know.
That's true.
I guess you just use it as evil bait then. Like, just don't play it early.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're mapping it out, maybe on turn 5 or on 5 mana, you can play this dude and Copper Locust and then evolve the next turn.
Yep.
Or Copper Locust. Oh, I don't know why I said and Copper Locust, because it's like, it's not a Vortex evolution.
Yeah, it's not a Vortex.
Imagine Vortexing for this.
Oh, you do have Sniper Mosquito, actually.
Yeah, that's right. Some sniper mosquito action.
Maybe this Nemonix is not bad. It makes all your creatures into Ballred.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, but Nemonix himself costs 6.
Yeah. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
Feels like 4. Pretty good.
And you can't even evolve off one of your other dudes and then have Copper Locust attack over stuff because Copper Locust will explode.
Or die. Yeah, or die.
But it is 5,000. Oh.
You need some trench scope.
So that brings us to the end of part 2. To conclude, I honestly don't know how I feel about a lot of these cards. Because, well, I think the main reason we didn't get English versions is because the devs were like, well, you know, these came out in these strange DMC products which don't have an English counterpart. And these are just cards whose effects already exist in the game. So that's my theory for why we never got them.
Yeah, I think so too.
I'm not really losing any sleep over losing some of these cards, but I think it would have been pretty interesting, to say the least, to get some of them. Like Alasia especially.
Yeah, I agree. Especially the Angel Commander.
Yeah.
You play Alcadius.
Ooh. Yeah, imagine that.
And maybe that's a world that you don't want to live in.
That's true. Alcadius would upset a lot of people, but it would also make Corile a lot better. Because as we touched on in a previous video, Corile's not broken.
Oh man, playing the long game.
Yeah, playing
the long con.
But all right, thank you guys again for watching. I hope you enjoyed that video. As usual, let us know in the comments which card you would have most liked to see get an English release. But until next time, I forgot what my outro was. Thanks for watching. Stay safe, and we'll see you guys next time.